Hello guys. So we learned what is marketing and what is the operation and production, operation and production management and the marketing management. So we are going to learn what is the HR management. What is a functional HR functional area. So human resource management functional area. This is a supporting activity in the value chain, right? So human resource management. What is HRM? What is HRM? Human resource management. HRM department is exists for what? Right? So HRM means, so each and every employee has to be recruited to organization and has to be sustained within the organization. So therefore employees has to be managed by the different specialists. That's why HR department has been launched. Separate HR department will be there in the big organization. They will look after the HR, human resource, human beings in the organization. Each and every department employees will be having the separate files in the HR department. Each and every employee's career. So we will learn what is career management. Career management very important in these days. So HRM will give you the what employees need, right? HR management will focus on what employees need and what organization need from employees to these two objective. First objective is employee need from us the salary, then the good working environment, then their career development opportunity. So can you, if the accounts assistant given only writing the check, only the part of writing the check or only entering the sales, so he does not learn other things. So he like to do other works to learn that. So career development should be given to our employees, then they will motivate. That's why many organization lack of salary, lack of career development, lack of environment, this organization environment, lack of management personnel friendly with the employees. Because of those reasons, many employees are resigning from the works. Even though talent employees are resigning, so employee turnover will be increased. That's the reason HR management we need, right? So HR management, human resource management is the process of evaluating an organization's organization human resource needs, finding people to find those needs, and getting the best work from each employee by providing the right incentives and job environment. It has the overall aim of helping an organization achieve its goal. So we need that. We have to see what how much of employees we need, what type of employees we need, then what employees need from us. So this will be match. This will have to be observed and monitored by the management. That's why management will have the different department, that is human resource management, right? So there are many definitions there for the human resource. Then second, only one definition given here. Then second one, personal management. So what is personal management? What is the difference between HR management and the personal management? Personal management is only involving to the day-to-day activities. It means we need the employees to one work, so we take that employee and we give some guidance and working. But if you want some employees to be resigned, we ask him and just send him to home. That is personal management. We just looking the only day-to-day activities, right? So HR management and personal management having the different perspective. HR management always looking for the long term, always looking to keep the employee with us. right? But personal management not like that. It's like a personal life. If you don't like the people, we will fight, and we will say, I am fight with you, so don't talk to me. In a organization not like that. Even though you are talking badly with your management person, they will quit. They will know that junior staff having this problem, salary less, so they talking about small problems. They are creating the this small problem will be a big problem for them. If we say please work 1 hour late in this today, then staff will, so line staff will come and fight with us. They will say, I have to leave 5 o'clock. Why I have to work? I have to work overtime. I don't need overtime pay also. Don't need. I should go. But managers are working. Accountants are working. That's the thing, right? That is the personal management. Personal management looking to only day to day. But HR manager, if he say like that, we have to say, okay, if you work today half day, tomorrow you don't work. You work. You don't work means you don't work. Actual working hours. Work 1 hour less. We giving some idea and we getting the benefit from them. So that is HR management. That's why so employees viewed as a cost. If employees there, we will always say if you recruit 10 employees, you have to pay the salary 10. They don't see them as a asset. It means even though you 10 employees recruited, if after 6 months 10 employees will be trained and skilled, then they will ask the salary, so cost will increase. Other side, they are efficiency and effective, so there are improvements in the productivity, products, giving the service to customer. In their works also, they speed their work. So experience is there, they definitely speed their work. That's the thing. We have to see them as an asset, right? Then employees motivation say, if money is pay, definitely work. It's like that, right? But really not that. Really, if the educated employee is there, he will say money is not that. That's why audit firms trainees are working for 3,000 5,000 allowances. They need the career development, and they need the involvement in the many works to get the experience. That's why HR management and personal management is different, right? Personal management is like we getting the works done by giving the money, so like a labor, not an employee, right? It's management concern, so operational fire underperforming staff. If one staff not working properly, we just terminate it. That's personal management. But if there any problem, in HR management, we are seeing that that staff can that staff can do other works. If other works do, we can put it to there. So that is a strategy. That is a strategic and operational thinking. That's how we have to think, right? HR management is not easy, because we have to understand the employee psychology. This is a very practical subject. Don't depend on the theory. Practical, all this marketing, operation, production, and this functional area of the business subject is a practical as taken to the theory. This is practice, but we are learning if practicing they are, but we are learning to understand the practice, right? Because in many organizations, all students are not working in the big organization. Some students are working in small organizations. For them, they are not experiencing that processes. They are not experiencing that really this HR management like this. Really this marketing department is like this. You don't know about that. Small firms, students don't know about that. That's why we need to understand. That's why theories are given bulkly to the students. Then managing role, negotiation, transactional. It means a very short term. We are saying how much you want. So he's saying I want 10,000. We pay only 8,000 for this. But in a HR management, it's not like that. We will say we paying 8,000, right? we arguing we pay 8,000. If you finish the task in this level, we'll definitely pay more 2,000, or otherwise that 2,000 will be insurance policy. We will pay insurance policy. You can take them. So in the HR management, the employee will get the salary and the insurance benefit. If he go outside, he will say, my company paying salary and the insurance policy, but salary is less. He doesn't know salary is less, and from that only insurance money is covering. But other employees maybe only paid salary, his salary maybe 40,000, 50,000. But he thinking I am only paid by the salary. He is better than me. He's thinking like that. Otherwise, we give the traveling allowance, we divide the salary, and we showing we are giving more facilities to them. That is the HR management, right? So what is objective HR management? We know that what is the objective operation is the making efficiency in productivity. Second one, marketing objective is satisfy the customer needs and create the value for us and create the value for customer. Then HR management is easy. Develop the effective human component of the organization. True. HR manager, if HR manager interview, definitely see the skills and good competent to the competent of the candidate and take them. So that is a first objective. Then once they get that person, we have to give the experience of our business, right? Give the experience of our business and be able to develop him. Then only he will work more efficiently and he will give more profit to us. If we work fast, we can do the work fast. If sales representative sell only 100 products in a month, right? First month he selling 100 products, second month selling 500 products, means he got some experience to sell more. So it make the profit to us, right? If I saying employee don't see only your department stuff, because your department is only accounts department, they don't know about what is happening in the business, right? You have to go outside. You have to see the operation manager, what headache he is or she is, and see the marketing and sales department. In sales outlet, the sales personnel, sales representative, big headache. Many customers come and complaining about the product, and many customers come in different mood. Some customers are laughing and smiling. Some customers are very terror-faced, and they will if staff asking any question, they will get angry and they will say, why you asking this question? I am customer. I can choose this product. It's like that, right? You can see that in showroom outlets in Beverly Street, in a house of fashion. So you can see many customers are sometimes fighting with the cashier and representative. I saw in my eyes, right? That is happening. So other department personnel other than the accounts department will have the interpersonal with the outside party, third party. But accounts department always communicate and connected with the internal organization. That's why accounts department personnel cannot speak the English properly, cannot speak properly, cannot attend the meeting properly. That's the thing. That's why CS Sri Lanka English program and interpersonal program are made compulsory now, right? Now after case study, I don't know whether you know or not, after finishing the case study SL5, you will have a residential program in new syllabus from 2020 onwards. They made compulsory. From 2019 onwards, they made compulsory residential program, in 3-day program. All the past finalists has to go there and mix up with the whole past finalist and play some games and doing presentation, riding boat, riding cycling. Those are done. Those are happening, right? So those made CS Sri Lanka is made that as a compulsory now, because accountant are always sitting in front of the computer and doing the works and going the office. So no interconnected with the people. So even though not smiling with the people, they coming and working and going. Auditor also same thing. It's like a machine. We are working like a machine. So chartered institute wants to reduce that work, like enjoy and work. Enjoy and work. You should have the relaxed mind to work. You should have a good connection and good communication with the other people, right? Third party. That is also marketing, right? Then create and maintain a cooperative climate of relationship with the organizers and this and perform firefighting role dealing with disputes as they arise. It means we should have the we have to understand the what employees need and what organizers can afford, right? Then if the can we work in the fan, can we work in the room that only have the fans? We can't work now. We need at least we need the cooler, we need the AC. So they have to ensure that our employees are given these facilities. That's why HR management need, right? Then meet the organized social and legal responsibility relating to the human resource management, because when your salary level is decided, HR management should see this staff should have the minimum salary of this much. That is gazette given by the government. In Sri Lanka, definitely 10,000 will be the basic salary and 3,500 will be the government budgetary allowance. So altogether 13,500 will be minimum salary. If any company paying less than that, please fight with them, right? If you are paid by less than the 13,500, but you should be a permanent employee, right? Trainee also can ask for that salary. Trainee and permanent employee, not the audit trainee, right? Accounts trainee can ask for 13,500. EPF should be deducted for the 13,500. That is gazette, that is legal, right? So HR management know what legal procedures we have over the employees. So employees should work only 8 hours in a day. That is also compulsory. 9 hours working and 1 hour is break. 1 hour's break, that is maybe lunch break of any break. Altogether 1 hour break should be given. It's no time is given 12 to 1 or 1 to 2. We can take the 1 hour break, but we should work Monday to Friday definitely 8 hours and Saturday 4 hours. That is a legal. Then I'm saying that they should understand those legal responsibility rules in the country. The importance of HRM, increase why we need the HR. I already told this. Increase the productivity. We know we want the people to retain us. If someone come and going means turnover increase, training cost also increased. So enhanced group learning. Employees work increasingly in multi-skill teams. Each employee has to be competent at several tasks. Some employees have to be trained to work together. In example, team working skills reduce staff turnover. Training and developing staff often reduces turnover rates. So we have to reduce the staff turnover. These are the importance means why we need the HR management. That's why encourage of initiatives. Organizations can gain sufficient significant advantage from encouraging and exploiting the present and potential abilities of the people within them, right? The role of HRM, it means the cycle of HRM. What is happening in the HR management? First one, we have to select the employees. That is a very main responsibility of the HR. It's called role. Our role means responsibility. Our responsibility, our role. We are selecting. Finally, we have to select that person. That person's performance needs to be evaluated by me. See, if I am HR manager, then performance have to be evaluated by me. Then appraisal. We have to measure. We have to do the appraisal for their performance, right? Performance. And so once appraise their performance, we need to understand what is the problem with their skill, their experience. So we have to provide that. We have to try to provide that. Then they will say, this company is providing me career development, career management. They will give, if they are, for example, take English language, speaking English is difficult by one employee. If we give the money and tell him, please follow English course, so we are giving money and tell him to follow course, he definitely will go outside and say, English course is followed by me, but that's sponsored by the our company. That's create the happy and motivating the employees to sustain with us. So definitely he will develop himself. Then once develop, experience getting, skill increasing, we have to pay more. That's a reward scheme should be there, right? So selection important to ensure the organization obtain people with the qualities and skill required. Before we are selecting the people, we have to see whether he has the skills and experience to handle this works. That is called selection. Then performance appraisal enables target to be this command box has to be changed. So performance means depend upon each of the 4 components, how they are coordinated, right? Appraisal enables target to be set that contribute to the achievement of the overall strategic objective of the organization. It has identified skills and performance gaps, provides information relevant to reward level. So appraisal means we'll see whether their competence is less than what we expect. That is appraise. Appraise means we have to check their works and see there is any defaults, any errors. If there are errors there, our appraise has to be has to inform to employee, you are wrong in this aspect, please correct this. You are not good in English, please correct this. You are not good in calculating part, please improve this. So that will give the understanding of the knowledge gap, right? And performance depend upon each four components, how they are coordinated. So performance means based on the appraisal, we decide the training and development, right? We will train and develop, then we will reward. So based on the reward and training and development, we will they will perform again. If you give the 10,000 salary, you will work, right? If you give the 25,000 salary, you will work more, so your performance will be increase. So if reward increase, performance increase. When appraisal comes, it will be good appraisal for you. It gives the good results for that appraisal. Then if training and development increase, right, your performance will increase. If performance increase, appraisal's results will be good. That's why performance is right. So selection also same thing. If we recruit a correct person, there is performance also good. So selection, appraisal, reward, training, if we select a correct person and if we improve each and every item, performance automatically increase. That's why it's saying depend on the other factors, right? So how can you increase the performance? You can see in a Sri Lankan cricket team, batsmen are good at batting. It means their performance is good. So they are checked by their coach, batting coach and head coach. So if they pay less salary, they will definitely don't pay properly. If you pay good salary, they will definitely play. Sometimes if they don't like or don't enough the salary, also perform less, right? If you give the more training to batsmen and bowlers, they will perform very well. That's why it's depend on that. Then these have the separate topic in next slides. Human resource planning, workforce planning, work strategy, human resource planning, and workforce strategy. I already told strategy means set of plans. set of ways to do the set of ways to achieve the objectives. So workforce planning, these are similar words can be used in your paper, exam paper. That's why I have taken this these words. So acquisition, acquire the employee, then utilization, improvement, budgeting and cost control, recruitment, retention, downsizing, training and retraining to enhance the skill base, dealing the changes, dealing with changing circumstances. It says human resource planning have the different it has I think 7 or 8 steps, right? Each and every step we will learn how these HR management is carry out their works, carry out their responsibility, their role, right? So step for HR planning. Steps for HR planning. First one, human resource analysis. So that this is given for giving the full idea. So based on this only your syllabus is structured. Once you study the full syllabus for this HR management, you will understand these technical words. Otherwise it's like a remembering the words, right? So HR step for HR planning, human resource analysis. First we have to see what type of employees we need. This type of employee whether is available in our business environment, right? This type of employees can we import from the foreign, can be taken. That's why in Middle East country there is no accountant, they are not studying, they have wealth, they have resources with them, so they don't need to study, they are doing the business. To do the business they have no knowledge, so that's why they importing the employees from the Asian country, means mostly South Asian countries, Sri Lanka and India. That's why human resource management is important in organization to understand what job responsibility we need, and for that job fulfill those job responsibility, what type of employees we need, that is the human resource analysis, right? Then forecasting, we have to forecast how much of employees we need next. So these are steps you will learn and deeply these topics, like closing the gaps between demand and supply. Once they understand how much of human resource analysis will give you how much of workforce available in the market, forecast will give you how much of employees we need. So there may be gap, if 100 employees available in the market but we need 150 employees, so 50 employees shortage for us, so we have to see where we can take that 50 employees from. That is a closing the gap between demand and supply, right? Next, tactical plan. Once we close the gap, everything is finished and we recruited the person and keep there. So tactical plan I already explained in marketing also, strategic marketing and tactical marketing. Yeah, strategic marketing we have to decide what product has to be produced and what where we have to establish our production. Once the production done, from there to customers product given to customer, and there will be tactical mind. Likewise there's tactical plan. Once the organizer recruit the employees, from there to work take from the employees will be tactical, right? That's why it's tactical plan. Then staffing shortage and surplus, if after that also staff may be shortage and surplus, so we have to see that. So if some staff after recruit and after technical plans done, turnover may be there. It means staff turnover. If employees may resign the work, employee may apply for the vacancy, right? Then control of the HR plan. So control means appraisal. We have to see whether they are work correctly and see whether there is any gap between their knowledge and our work responsibility, and fill the gaps through giving the training and development. Then human resource analysis. Current feature process should constantly be kept under review. The environment, population and the education trend. We have to see the environment and see whether in our market whether chartered accountants are available. If you are going to open a hospital, we need at least a doctor. So we have to see whether doctors are available. If doctors are employed by the other hospitals, so they will definitely not come to our hospital. So we have to see whether educated people there, their employment workforce there. So very importantly, employment of women and pension ages and trend generally in the employment market must be monitored. You have to see how much of women's there. If women's is more, we are trying to recruit most of the showroom outlets and the most of the cashier works and receptionist works are given to the women. They are good in that. They are attractive to the customer, right? So we have to see whether this type of women available. Then organize HR strength and weakness opportunity. This environment. First one, external environment. It will give the opportunity. It will it's a general external environment, right? It will give the details whether I can achieve this. Then organizers have to see our strength, that is internal environment. Then weakness, that is also internal environment. Whether if I recruit the chartered accountant, whether I have the money to pay the salary to him. If I recruit the doctor, may I have the money to pay salary to them. If I recruit the engineer, may I have the money to pay salary. That is the strength and weakness, right? Then opportunity and that, whether we can have this from the market. Whether if the chartered accountant supply is high, definitely salary will be low, right? If doctors are high in the market, salary will be low. On that time, we quickly recruit the doctor. So that's the opportunity, right? If sometime you can see in audit firms, sometime seasonal interviews are conducted by these audit firms. Sometime in April or once the auditing is finished, they start to recruit the audit trainees. So on that time, many audit trainees are this apply for that. So supply are very high. That's why our salary is reduced, right? But chartered accountant supply is very less. Some students are coming as a trainee and going out from the chartered also as a trainee. They don't finish the chartered and they going in mid of the chartered and they leave the chartered. It's happening because workload will not allow you to take the free times to study. That's why this type of video lecturing is very important for those type of students, right? So you have to spend some time to study. Please read these notes as the short notes and read the study pack also, right? KE5 is the parallel equal subject to your subject in previous syllabus. If you have the time, take the past paper and try the past paper alone, right? It's only small difference there, but most of the parts are same. Actually KE5 is difficult than the BL4 is easiest, right? Then human resource utilization. An assessment should be made how effectively organization is currently utilizing its staff. It means currently underutilized or overutilized. If a chartered accountant given only works of doing the bank reconciliation, he is underutilized. He has to be given the whole works. He has to be given the reporting part. He has to given the supervising part. If he given the only check writing and the bank reconciliation, he is underutilized, right? Then objective, core and subsidiary corporate objectives should be analyzed to identify the manpower implication, new products, technology, culture, and structure will or may demand on staff. So objective, we have to see what is the objective of the organization, whether this organization can achieve this objective with this staff, right? Human resource analysis is very importantly need to achieve the objective also, right? If you recruit the wrong person, you will not achieve your objective, right? Then why but human resources are very hard to predict, not like numbers. Cash flow statement, P&L and balance sheet can be forecast and budgeted, but human resource very difficult. Can you say in your organization, take one employee and say, will he work for next 2 years? We can't forecast. They will, if good job is there, they will definitely resign their job and going there. That's happening. That's why forecast is difficult. Based on environmental factor, create uncertainty in the demand for labors, right? Then supply, certain factors such as education or demands for competitors for labor create uncertainty in the supply of labor based on demand. If demand is high, it means demand means if we definitely need that person, so that employee is more demand. If employee is more demand, right, we have to give the good facility to him. If we are not giving good facility, he will left the organization. So that is very difficult. If the chartered accountant is working in the 2 or 3 years in the organization, definitely his salary should be increased by 50%. His vehicle also should be changed to good vehicle. Definitely they expect in that. So if it is not there, demand is high, no. In any company, chartered accountant can be recruited, not like ACC or CIMA accountant. Chartered accountant has a very good skills, because we can't have the practicing certificate if you are not complete the certain number of days after completion of the corporate level. So after corporate level also you have to complete the 2 years, I think. In new syllabus also 2 years you have to complete to get the post of auditors. So our examination and training are going parallel, not like ACC or CIMA. If you miss the exams, only finish the training, you can be accountant but cannot be auditor. Please go and check with the institute also whether you can have the auditing practicing certificate. If you have the practicing certificate, you will be auditor. You can sign under the audit report. Otherwise you are just a business accountant. You can't sign under any accounts. You just work as an employee. No power to your signature if you are not auditor, right? Then goals, employees have their own personal goals. It means our career. If my career have difficulty or limitation within this organization, definitely go. Then constants, legislation as well as social and ethical values constant. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes train drivers, if he met any accident means if he kill any person by accidentally, right? Some suicide attempts are happening in front of the train also, you know that. Then 6 months or 3 months he will give the leave with the salary. So it's a law in Sri Lanka. So he may be good trained and skilled driver, but he definitely will leave the definitely will get the leave and he should be paid. So it's a loss for government. Without taking the service, we are paying. That is a constraint. Then forecasting, we have to estimate the demand first. We have to see how much of if customer if there is a employees having the good demand to recruit by us, right? If demand is very high, right, very high, definitely supply will be low. It's like a doctors are very low in country, and chartered accountants are very low in country, but there are many lawyers. That's why even though 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees fee, lawyer will give the advice, right? Then estimating supply, you have to see how much of supply, how much of employees we have in our country. That is means supply. We estimate the supply, then closing the gap between demand and supply. If there is any gaps between the supply and demand, we have to import balance. If the supply is low, we have to import the employees from the outside. We can put an advertisement in a website and manpower companies and ask them, we need the people, can you recruit? Thus they will find the people, right? If supply is low, demand is high. If supply is high, demand is low, definitely very easy. We have to give the less salary and fill the gap, right? So mostly if demand supply is high and demand is low, means it's good for us, good for companies, right? HR plan broken down into subsidiary plan shown as the following. It means HR plan is broad. No, HR plan is we have to look after all the employees, so it has to be divided by like this. HR department also having some subdivisions, so we are giving one responsible to the for recruitment of people. We are giving one person, you are responsible for recruitment. You have to attend all the meetings, all the interview meetings, and you have to sit there and you have to see it. So for training, we assign another person. So after training, he get the good train and work, and if we want to develop to the another works, we need to give a different training. So that also we have separate person within the account, within the HR department. Then productivity plan, then we have to see whether we can receive this type of works from employees with a less cost. That is productivity. That means productivity and efficiency are same, right? So how can we use the employees in efficiently, right? These are plans, right? We have to plan these things. Recruitment, how we have to recruit the person, how we have to training the plan, training the people, how we have to redevelop the redevelopment plan, how we have to redevelop these employees to another one. Then productivity, how we can use the employees efficiently. Then redundancy plan, that's I think most of you know VRS plans, they are CRS plans, they are. It's a voluntary resignation scheme, compulsory resignation scheme. So in a voluntary resignation scheme, most of the company, if a company wants to terminate you, they will call you and ask you, we will pay you, if you work for 5 years, we will pay you half salary per year. So 5 years, 1 year you will get the half salary. 5 years means you will get the 2.5 months salary. Do you like to go? Then we definitely say yes, because 2.5 salary we getting today, tomorrow we definitely get the job in another company, so we will definitely get the salary. So that's a VRS plan. We are motivating employees to go there. I think you understood that. If not understand, I will again explain. It's like this. I have worked in a company. On that company, this company has made big loss. Company has sold many plantation and many plants and equipment, fixed asset, land. Then finally they got to know we have more staff, so they introduced the VRS scheme, voluntary resignation scheme, telling more than 5 years employee, or if more than 5 years experienced employee can resign with the salary of 1 month salary for their experience there. 1 month salary into number of years they worked in a company. If the 6 years into, if salary is 20,000, 6 into 20,000, then 1,20,000. He can resign with the 1,20,000. If less experienced staff, less than the 5 years experienced staff, they will get the half salary per year. It's like that, right? Voluntary resignation. Compulsory resignation also there, right? Compulsory resignation there. If some employees are working after above the 60 years, sometime after retirement also they giving some pass the resolution and they recruit them. So those employees compulsory resign. Some deceased employee, deceased means not a dead employee, it means some patients also given some chance to work there, right? Handicaps are sometimes given a chance by the company to work there, right? They work little works. Sometimes the players, cricket players, sometimes given some post in the organization, bank. Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardena, Tilakaranta Dilshan also having those type of job in different companies. They are only paid. They are kept in the organization to get the organization image best. That's why only they don't definitely work. They just sign some documents and they showing I am working in this company. Sometimes they may be terminated compulsorily. That's why retention plan. The retention plan. If retention plan is it's like this. In appointment letter for small level staff, there is one point there, one declaration there. If you want to resign from the job, you have to wait until at least 1 month, right? 1 month notice given. But senior level staff for accountant or management level, 3 months notice. You can see sometimes your accountant, your boss maybe resign with a 3 months notice, but directorship or chairman or CEO type staff will have the 6 months notice. It's like that. So we have to retain them, to take all the responsibility from them, and we have to, because they are very skilled staff and they know the business and they know how to handle the problems. So if a substitute staff, it means a new candidate is recruited that position, he will be trained by that person, then resign. So 1 month is not enough for this senior level responsibility, right? That's why retention base is important. Then technical plan. So once the strategic HR planning is the strategic plan, then technical plan, we have to decide the each, and it's like this. If our accounts department has to do overtime next month, we did not plan about the overtime work on the day we are recruit those personnel, recruit that staff. We are planning now. That is tactical plan. We are planning on that time. If problems comes, we are planning the works and we are motivating and we managing the staff and take the works. That is technical plan, right? This is based on the pay and reward and development. Based on the appraisal, we can take the performance from them, right? So overtime is very good example. Sometime in audit period, this general manager finance and come and arrange a meeting and say, please work overtime this at least 2 months. We will provide you the meals free. Otherwise, we will provide the allowance for meals. We will provide you the traveling. So definitely we work. Otherwise, we have to spend our money to go home. We have to spend our money to eat at home. But company giving everything free means it's a plan to take the works. So we definitely like and work, try to work. Then staff shortage and surplus. Tactical plans can be made within the integrated framework to cover all the aspects HR tasks, pay and shortage of surplus law. Imagine the process of formulating position saver must be dealing with shortage, internal transfer and promotion. If shortage is there, it is mostly happened in the audit firms and the banks. If cashier is leave, there is definitely a cashier in the bank. How is that? If cashier take the sick leave, another one taken from another branch and put there. Or head office sometime head office also having the excess staff, they retain the staff as a reserve. It's happening in Sri Lanka also with the less small works. They keeping the staff for the this agent space, right? It's like a reserve. It's internal transfer or external recruitment. We can outsource the person and just work only one day. Please come and work one day. That's provided. In big firms, audit firms are providing accounts assistant for 1 day, 2 day, right? It's a temporary staff. In ethics also you can learn temporary staff. It will be it will give the right. In audit firm also companies asking from the audit firm, please give 2 trainees to work in this because our staff has gone leave. Please give 1 or 2 trainees to work only for 1 week. So we providing and we getting the fee, right? Then reducing labor turnover by reviewing possible causes. Shortage is there. We have to see why shortage is there. It is a strategy. We have to see. We don't need to instead of looking to fill that gap. We have to see, can we stop that shortage, stop of happening shortage, right? Why staff are getting sick always? Why staff are resigning works? You have to see whether our environment is not good, whether our facility is not enough, whether our salary is not enough. That should be seen. The new equipment and training to improve productivity, reducing the moisture and dealing with surplus, allowing employees number to reduce through natural wastage. It's like this. If surplus employees there, we don't increase their salary for next 2-3 years. Definitely they will decide and go. We don't need to say they have to go. It's a good idea. Then restriction recruitment, stop the recruitments. Don't recruit any person until we reduce the staff to this level. If 150 is there, until we reduce 120, they will not increase the salary and stop the recruitment. These are the strategy, right? Then instruction part-time working for previous full-time employees. The full-time employees will be given, please work only half day, balance half day you can work in another company and earn money because we have this problem. They will sometime agree, right? Even though we will pay not half salary, we will pay 75% salary for each day. Can you earn other money from outside? Sometime they definitely agree for that. We will have the negotiation with the employees. We will have the friendship with the employees and ask, right? The redundancy means a redundancy plan.